Imagine a World War II submarine, U-864, embarking on a mission cloaked in secrecy. What enigmatic cargo did it carry, veiled beneath the ocean's depths? This tale unravels the clandestine journey of U-864, a vessel shrouded in mystery and intrigue.
She hadn't been modernised, but to sink her in Britain's base, the base of what was still seen as the greatest Royal Navy in the world, or the greatest navy in the world, was an extraordinary success.
Delve into a story where each chapter peels back layers of wartime secrets, daring pursuits, and unanswered questions. What truths lie submerged in this underwater enigma? Let's dive into the abyss of history and uncover the secrets of U-864. The mysterious voyage of U-864. During the tumultuous times of World War II, the German submarine U-864 embarked on a mission so secretive that even today, it stirs curiosity and speculation. The story of U-864 begins in Kiel, Germany, where it was commissioned in 1943 under the command of Ralph Reimar Wolfram. It was a Type IID-2 U-boat, a formidable part of Nazi Germany's Kriegsmarine. But what set this voyage apart was its mission, codenamed Operation Caesar, intended to bolster Japan's dwindling war resources. U-864's mission was a desperate gambit by the Axis powers. As the war's tide turned against them, they sought to supply their ally, Japan, with crucial materials and technology to continue the fight. The submarine's cargo was not ordinary by any means. It included advanced jet engine parts, engineering drawings, and perhaps most alarmingly, 65 tons of mercury stored in glass bottles. Mercury, a critical component in weapons manufacturing, was a high-stakes cargo, pointing to the desperate measures Germany was resorting to. The submarine set sail on its fateful journey on December 5, 1944. But things went awry from the start. U-864 needed to undergo repairs after suffering damage from a British air raid while in Bergen, Norway. This delay was the first of several misfortunes that would haunt the vessel. Upon leaving Bergen, the U-boat's engine developed a noticeable problem, a defect that would ultimately seal its fate. U-864's journey was fraught with peril, not just from the technical issues, but also from the ever-present threat of Allied forces. The Allies, having cracked the Enigma code, were adept at tracking German U-boat movements. U-864 was aware of the danger, navigating with extreme caution. It used the well-known wolf pack tactics for protection and evasive maneuvers. Despite these efforts, the Allied forces were closing in, unbeknownst to U-864 and its crew. In a twist of fate, the British submarine HMS Venturer, commanded by Lieutenant Jimmy Launders, was patrolling the waters near Bergen. Launders was an astute and experienced commander, and his crew was skilled in anti-submarine warfare. The Venturer, equipped with advanced sonar and intelligence reports, was on the lookout for any German U-boat activity. The stage was set for a historic confrontation beneath the waves. The encounter between U-864 and HMS Venturer is notable for being the only documented instance in naval history where one submerged submarine successfully sank another. The Venturer, having detected U-864's faulty engine, calculated a precise firing solution. In a tense and calculated move, Launders fired a spread of torpedoes. Even though he lacked visual confirmation of his target, his gamble paid off. At least one torpedo struck U-864, sending it to its watery grave, along with its crew and mysterious cargo. Secrets beneath the waves. What was aboard? The enigma of U-864's final voyage is not just about the submarine itself, but also significantly about its mysterious cargo. As the vessel lay submerged and undiscovered for decades, the contents of its hold remained a subject of much speculation and intrigue. It wasn't until its rediscovery in 2003 that some light was shed on the secrets it carried in its steel belly. The primary cargo of U-864, and perhaps the most concerning, was the 65 tons of mercury contained in 1,857 steel bottles. Mercury, a critical element in the manufacturing of weapons and armaments, was a valuable resource during wartime. Its presence on U-864 pointed towards a desperate effort by the Axis powers to sustain their waning war machinery. In an era where resources were pivotal to the war effort, this shipment could have significantly bolstered Japanese capabilities, potentially altering the dynamics of the war in the Pacific. But the cargo list of U-864 was not limited to Mercury alone. Among its contents were also crucial components and designs for cutting-edge technology. This included parts for the Messerschmitt Me 262, the world's first operational jet-powered fighter aircraft. The Me 262 represented a leap in aviation technology and had the potential to give the Japanese air superiority. Detailed engineering drawings and technical documents accompanied these parts, which could have enabled the Japanese to replicate or further develop this advanced technology. There were also unconfirmed reports that U-864 carried other items of strategic importance. Some speculated the presence of gold and other valuables intended to finance the war effort, or perhaps to secure safe havens for Nazi officials. Others believed that U-864 might have been transporting high-ranking personnel or scientists to Japan, although no concrete evidence supports these theories. The cargo also included optical equipment, which was crucial for the war effort given the precision required in targeting and reconnaissance during World War II. These precision instruments were essential for the Japanese to maintain and enhance their defense capabilities. The revelation of the cargo's nature sparked debates and discussions among historians and researchers. The Mercury, in particular, became a focal point due to its hazardous nature. Mercury's toxicity poses a significant threat to marine ecosystems and human health. The discovery of U-864 turned into an environmental concern, with fears that the corroding bottles could leak mercury into the surrounding waters, causing an ecological disaster. The cargo of U-864 is a testament to the lengths nations will go during times of war. It represents a snapshot of the desperation and innovative leaps in technology during World War II. The Germans' attempt to send these critical materials to their Japanese allies shows the interconnected nature of the Axis powers and their reliance on each other for resources and technological advancements. However, the mystery of U-864's cargo goes beyond its physical contents. It raises questions about what other secrets might have been lost with the countless other sunken vessels from this era. Each wreck is a time capsule, holding stories of technological advancements, strategic maneuvers, and human endeavors. The hunt for U-864, a game of cat and mouse. The hunt for the German submarine. U-864 in the treacherous waters of World War II was not just a military operation. It was a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, a silent war fought in the depths of the ocean. This chapter delves into the strategic maneuvers, technological advancements, and sheer determination that led to the Allied forces' relentless pursuit and eventual sinking of U-864. The story of U-864's pursuit begins with the Allied forces' growing expertise in anti-submarine warfare. By 1945, the Allies had honed their skills in tracking and intercepting German U-boats, a significant shift from the early years of the war when U-boats wreaked havoc on Allied shipping. Central to this success was the cracking of the German Enigma code, which allowed the Allies to intercept and decode German naval communications. This breakthrough, combined with advancements in radar and sonar technology, gave the Allies a critical edge. As U-864 embarked on its secret mission, the British Royal Navy was on high alert for any German U-boat activity. The responsibility for patrolling the waters near Bergen, Norway, fell to the HMS Venturer, commanded by Lieutenant Jimmy Launders. Launders, a skilled and tactical commander, had a reputation for his aggressive yet calculated approach to submarine warfare. The Venturer, armed with advanced sonar equipment and torpedoes, was a formidable adversary in the underwater domain. The game of cat and mouse intensified as U-864 made its way through the North Sea. The submarine's journey was fraught with danger as it had to navigate through waters heavily patrolled by the Allies. The U-boat's captain, Ralph Reimar Wolfram, was acutely aware of the risks and employed evasive maneuvers, staying deep and silent to avoid detection. However, unbeknownst to Wolfram, his U-boat had developed a critical flaw, a noisy engine which would ultimately lead to its detection. Lieutenant Launders and his crew on the Venturer were adept at using their sonar equipment to listen for enemy submarines. As fate would have it, the Venturer picked up the distinct sound of U-864's faulty engine. Launders knew that he had stumbled upon a German U-boat, but he faced a daunting challenge. Engaging an enemy submarine without visual confirmation was a risky endeavor, especially when both vessels were submerged. What followed was a tense and strategic underwater battle. Launders had to make a series of calculated decisions, balancing the risk of exposing his position with the opportunity to eliminate a significant enemy threat. He maneuvered the Venturer into a favorable position and waited for the right moment to strike. The crew's patience and discipline were paramount as they tracked U-864's movements, maintaining silence to avoid detection. In an unprecedented move in submarine warfare, Launders decided to fire a spread of torpedoes at the estimated position of U-864. This decision was based on complex calculations and a deep understanding of submarine tactics. The Venturer's crew held their breath as the torpedoes sped through the water, their outcome uncertain. The gamble paid off. At least one of the torpedoes found its mark, striking U-864 and sending it plummeting to the seabed. The explosion was a silent, yet momentous victory for the Allies, marking the first and only time in history that a submerged submarine successfully sank another submerged submarine. U-864 was more than just a military triumph. It was a testament to the Allies' ingenuity, perseverance, and technological prowess. The event also underscored the harsh realities of submarine warfare, a domain where stealth, patience, and precision are paramount, and where the margin for error is razor-thin. Collision with destiny. The sinking of a secret. The sinking of U-864 by HMS Venturer was not merely a tactical victory in the vast theater of World War II. It was a collision with destiny, marking the end of a secretive mission shrouded in mystery. This chapter delves into the dramatic moments leading to the sinking, the immediate aftermath, and the historical significance of this underwater encounter. As U-864 ventured through the perilous waters off the coast of Norway, it carried not just a tangible cargo of mercury and advanced technology, but also the heavy burden of a mission critical to the Axis powers. The crew, under the command of Kapitänleutnant Ralph Reimar Wolfram, was acutely aware of their responsibility and the risks involved. Despite the dangers, they proceeded, unaware that destiny was charting a different course. Meanwhile, aboard HMS Venturer, Lieutenant Jimmy Launders and his crew were poised for action. Their discovery of U-864's faint engine noise was a stroke of luck in the vast expanse of the ocean. Launders, known for his tactical acumen, realized the significance of this moment. The ensuing decisions he made were fraught with risk, but underscored by a deep understanding of submarine warfare. The actual moment of the attack was a culmination of tense anticipation and strategic calculation. Launders, aware that both submarines were submerged and blind to each other's exact location, relied on calculated guesswork and intuition. The decision to fire a spread of torpedoes was unprecedented in submarine warfare. The crew of the Venturer held their breath as the torpedoes made their silent journey through the cold, dark waters towards their unseen target. The impact was both immediate and catastrophic for U-864. At least one of Launders' torpedoes struck the German U-boat, tearing through its hull and sealing the fate of its crew and mission. The explosion sent U-864 to the ocean floor, taking with it the lives of all aboard and the secrets of its mission. The Venturer had achieved what no other submarine had done before, a successful underwater attack on another submerged submarine. The aftermath of the sinking was shrouded in secrecy, much like U-864's mission. The British maintained a tight lid on the operation's details, with the full account of the encounter only becoming known post-war. For the Germans, the loss of U-864 was a significant blow, not just in terms of material, but also morale. The failure of the mission symbolized the diminishing fortunes of the Axis powers and the increasing dominance of the Allies in technological and tactical warfare. The historical significance of U-864's sinking is multifaceted. It marked a turning point in anti-submarine warfare, demonstrating the effectiveness of sonar technology and the strategic prowess of submarine commanders. It also highlighted the changing tide of the war as the Allies gained the upper hand in intelligence and naval capabilities. The sinking of U-864 is a poignant reminder of the human cost of war. The submarine, now a war grave lying silently on the ocean floor, is a testament to the lives lost in the pursuit of military objectives. The tragedy of U-864 resonates beyond its military implications, serving as a somber reflection on the consequences of conflict. Echoes of the deep, the modern discovery and consequences. The discovery of U-864 in the early 21st century, decades after its fateful encounter with HMS Venturer, reignited interest in its story and brought to light the long-term environmental and historical implications of its sinking. This chapter explores the discovery, the challenges it presented, and the enduring legacy of U-864. The sunken U-864 remained a lost relic of the past until its rediscovery in March 2003 by the Royal Norwegian Navy. Located off the coast of Fedja, Norway, the wreck lay in two pieces on the seafloor, a silent testimony to the violent impact of the torpedo that had sealed its fate. The discovery was a significant historical find, offering a tangible link to the events and tactics of World War II's underwater warfare. The revelation of the U-boat's location and its condition raised immediate concerns, particularly regarding its cargo. The presence of 65 tons of mercury, a highly toxic substance, posed a substantial environmental threat. Mercury contamination can devastate marine ecosystems, affect fish populations, and pose severe health risks to humans. The prospect of the mercury leaking from the corroding steel bottles within the U-boat became a significant concern for environmentalists and the local community. The Norwegian government was faced with a complex dilemma: how to manage the wreck and its hazardous contents. Two primary options were considered. The first was to raise the wreck and remove the mercury, a technically challenging and costly operation with the risk of disturbing the mercury and causing further contamination. The second option was to entomb the wreck, covering it with sand and concrete to prevent the mercury from leaking. This approach, while less risky in terms of immediate contamination, raised questions about the long-term effectiveness and the ethical implications of leaving the wreck undisturbed. The debate over the fate of U-864 reflected broader concerns about war graves and the handling of historical wrecks. The site, a war grave for the German sailors who lost their lives, demanded respectful treatment. This aspect added a layer of complexity to the decision-making process, balancing the need to protect the environment with the need to respect the final resting place of those who perished. The discovery of U-864 also had significant historical and educational value. It provided historians and researchers with new insights into the technology and capabilities of WMU-2 submarines and the strategic operations of the Kriegsmarine. The wreck became a focus for historical research, shedding light on the lesser-known aspects of naval warfare during the war. The story of U-864, revived by its discovery, captivated public interest. It became a poignant reminder of the global scale of WMU-2 and the interconnectedness of the war efforts across continents. The submarine's mission to aid the Japanese war effort highlighted the extensive reach and desperate measures of the Axis powers in the latter stages of the war. Moreover, the discovery of U-864 underscored the enduring legacy of WMU-2 and its ongoing impact on modern times. The environmental threat posed by the mercury cargo is a stark reminder that the consequences of war extend far beyond the battlefield and persist long after the guns have fallen silent. The legacy of U-864, mysteries unresolved. The story of U-864 transcends its physical wreck and the historical facts surrounding its sinking. It encompasses enduring mysteries, unresolved questions, and a legacy that continues to fascinate. Historians, marine archaeologists, and WMU-2 enthusiasts This chapter delves into the lingering enigmas of U-864's mission, the implications of its discovery, and its lasting impact on historical and environmental discourse. The first and foremost mystery that surrounds U-864 is the full extent of its cargo. While the presence of mercury and jet engine parts is well documented, there has been speculation about other items that might have been aboard. Rumors of additional technological components, precious metals, and even secret documents have circulated, but without concrete evidence, these remain part of the U-864 mythos. The possibility of such items aboard adds a layer of intrigue and fuels ongoing research and exploration efforts. Another unresolved aspect is the potential environmental impact of the mercury still entombed within the wreck. The long-term consequences of mercury leakage into the marine ecosystem remain a subject of concern and study. While current monitoring indicates containment, the uncertainty about the future state of the wreck keeps environmentalists and local communities on alert. The U-864 thus stands as a reminder of the unseen environmental legacies of warfare. The strategic significance of U-864's mission also remains a topic of debate. How critical was the technology and material it carried for the Japanese war effort? Could its successful delivery have altered the outcome of certain aspects of the war, especially in the Pacific theater? While historians can speculate, the true impact of U-864's mission on the course of the war is an enigma lost to history. The discovery of U-864 has also reignited discussions about the treatment of war graves. The ethical dilemma of disturbing a final resting place for historical exploration or environmental protection is a complex issue. It highlights the need to balance respect for the deceased with the interests of living generations. The debate over U-864's wreck encapsulates this moral quandary faced in maritime archaeology and war history. The U-864 story has also contributed to our understanding of submarine warfare and naval tactics during World War II. The unprecedented nature of its sinking by another submerged submarine provides invaluable insights into the technological advancements and strategic thinking of the time. It serves as a case study in naval warfare and has become a point of reference in military history circles. Furthermore, U-864 continues to capture the public imagination. It has inspired documentaries, books, and articles, each attempting to unravel the mysteries and present new angles on the story. The submarine's mission, its sinking, and subsequent rediscovery offer a narrative that is both historically significant and rich in dramatic elements. It is a tale of war, technology, human endeavor, and a quest that ended on the ocean floor. The legacy of U-864 is not just in its tangible remains, but in the questions it leaves unanswered. It is a historical puzzle, a piece of the vast and complex tapestry of World War II. The discussions and research it continues to generate contribute to our understanding of the past, the repercussions of war, and the enduring mysteries of the deep. Underwater espionage, the intelligence battle surrounding U-864. The tale of U-864 is not just a narrative of a doomed submarine and its sunken secrets. It is also a gripping saga of intelligence warfare, where stealth, strategy, and secrecy played critical roles. This chapter delves into the cloak and dagger world of World War II intelligence, highlighting the clandestine operations and counter-operations surrounding U-864's mission and demise. World War II was a golden era for intelligence and espionage, with both the Axis and Allied powers investing heavily in gathering and deciphering crucial information. The story of U-864 intersects significantly with this shadowy world. The German Kriegsmarine, aware of the Allies' growing capabilities in intercepting and decoding communications, had to operate with utmost secrecy. The mission of U-864, therefore, was shrouded in layers of confidentiality, known only to a select few within the German High Command. The Allies, on their part, had made significant breakthroughs in intelligence gathering, the most notable being the cracking of the Enigma code. British cryptanalysts at Bletchley Park were relentlessly working to intercept and decode German naval communications. This breakthrough gave the Allies a significant edge, allowing them to anticipate and counter German naval movements. However, the direct communications regarding U-864's mission were so covert that even this advanced intelligence network could not completely penetrate the veil of secrecy surrounding it. The British Royal Navy's HMS Venturer, under the command of Lieutenant Jimmy Launders, was an integral part of this intelligence game. Tasked with patrolling the North Sea and intercepting German U-boats, the Venturer's crew was well trained in anti-submarine warfare tactics, honed through rigorous training and intelligence briefings. The interception of U-864 was not merely a chance encounter. It was the result of a concerted effort by Allied intelligence to monitor and counter U-boat operations. The intelligence battle also extended into technological advancements. The Allies were rapidly developing more sophisticated sonar and radar systems, which were critical in detecting and tracking submarines. The Venturer was equipped with some of the latest technology, which played a crucial role in locating and targeting U-864. In contrast, the Germans were developing their own countermeasures, including more silent engines and better underwater evasion techniques. U-864's mission was a race against time and technology, as it sought to evade the increasingly sophisticated Allied detection methods. The intrigue surrounding U-864 also includes tales of spies and double agents. There were rumors that the Allies had been tipped off about U-864's mission by sources within the German ranks or through intercepted communications. While much of this remains speculative, it adds an element of espionage thriller to the U-864 narrative. After the war, the intelligence files on operations like the hunt for U-864 were gradually declassified, revealing the extent and depth of the intelligence war beneath the waves. These documents provide insights into the planning, execution, and counter-execution of naval operations, showcasing the strategic acumen and technological prowess of both sides. The legacy of this intelligence battle is significant. It highlights the crucial role of information and intelligence in warfare, a concept that remains highly relevant in modern military operations. The story of U-864 serves as a case study in the interplay between technological advancement and intelligence gathering, a dance of shadows and secrets beneath the ocean.